However, losers finals.
Oh boy. Ares and Moises versus Gusta and Misty. This will be interesting. Do you predict that with so much at stake, do you think Moises is going to pull back out the cake, or are we starting off with a Steven?
It's very, very... I think we're pulling out the Steven right here, especially with the Bugs Bunny on the field being such a threat. Bugs Bunny is so good at finding ways in, whether it be from tunnel or whether it be taking space with Safe and Rocket. But you definitely want to look out for that Rocket. That Rocket has led into many nasty kills, setups, whether it be Rocket Nair into up air or Rocket up air into a mix-up into up air yet again. So, we're going to see a lot of that. So, Moises might be incentivized to take Rocket out of the game entirely with Steven in the field.
That's a good point. Limiting your approach options is a really great way, because that option select we always talk about, one option less. Multiple choice quiz becomes a lot easier when you're able to do a bit of process of elimination. So forcing them to say, hey, either approach me on the ground with your land-lubbing legs or you go into that tunnel is going to instantly just make that kind of 50-50, or in this case, I guess 33-33-33, a bit less daunting of a prospect. So then on the reverse side here, if you are our friends, the Bugs, you are that Rain Dog, what's your strategy stepping up for the W?
Well, assuming we might see a Steven, if there is a Steven, that's going to make the matchup that much more problematic, because Steven's side shield denies tunnel from being dug. Essentially, you can only dig up to the Steven side shield, so it's going to be very hard to get through the Steven defenses. You got to put them down before you yourself put down your stage control. So you have to respect Steven that much more if he's pulled out. But regardless of Steven or Jake, we've got a PPG we got to deal with. And that is its own problem.
Oh,
we are not seeing Steven or Jake.
This dude's got the shirt off too. He's shuffling on me right now. This is crazy. I am terrified. What is this man about to do to me?
Well, this is Shaggy. Well, Shaggy Lee.
Nah, that ain't Shaggy, bro. I don't know who the hell that is. That man is not Shaggy. That dude is Swaggy.
Oh yeah, he's definitely Swaggy. Swaggy Lee coming in high with the rage right off the bat, with the sunglasses on, with the shades going. Moises getting these little dodging nairs going crazy with the foot slaps. Dash attack, keeping him off stage, trying to let his PPG play the game. They're trying to run some ISOs up in here.
Serking, those not seeming too daunted for it. You saw Moises instantly try that Poro strategy, go back and look for that rage, and also is kind of adopting the strategy of going with those sandwiches, so not quite as scrappy, obviously showing willingness to get their hands dirty, but it's going to be interesting to see what this Shaggy plays like. Look for that knee, not going to find the mark, and now PPG instead finding their way out the blast zone. First stock secured there by Nair and Serkin.
Yes, sir. Although PPG on the left side was looking for something, but Gusta did not let it happen. Really good plays on the disadvantage. Gotta give the props to that. Getting out of the clutches from the PPG is very not only daunting, but almost impossible. Nice little rocket save setup coming in from Misty. Bouncy save, unfortunately gets rage kicked. Completely denied. Moises gonna try his best to survive with that Shaggy weight at 141, letting PPG play the game. Nice disruption coming in with the Shaggy sandwiches. Shaggy Rage coming in hot.
Scary stuff here. If you are that Rain Dog, and instantly that Shaggy Rage proving quite effective, but so is the Sair, but so is the dash attack from PPG. Now Rain Dog might be getting that exact same experience as you. Like the look of it? No, never mind. Serkin gonna put on the action replay, instantly makes it 3-3, but the extra credit built up by Red is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, the extra credit put up by Red is definitely nothing to sneeze at, especially since PPG is so volatile. They could just get kills at 0 more easily than they could get random confirms or stray hits. So already off stage against Misty. This is Misty's playground, although this is Ares' playground as well. Taking the fight back to the stage right in here. Burnout.
Sandwich there, coming down from way downtown. Bang, just throwing these like curry pies to match him. Not quite sure who ends up winning that nutritional battle, but I gotta imagine the sandwiches provide more calorie for calorie. Does not matter though, because they've been drinking their milk. A nice up bat from the Bugs finds that first victory. Misty and Gusta are just doing it big.
Oh yeah. This is definitely a team comp that I did not expect to not only make it this far, but even just be this effective, honestly. Especially since both of them are technically mages. Double mage comps. Go crazy. Especially with Bugs. I don't even classify Bugs as a mage. He just has mage tools, but like he's boxing. You see this man Misty going in with the helicopter arms, helicopter hands, going spinning around, spinning his hands around and his body around, getting in his hands dirty, as well as, you know, taking out that bat and calling out the strike.
I summon a left hook. That seems to be the name of the game for these two mages so far. And you can see that, of course, Gusta, no stranger to getting into the fray. Using that tunnel, though, to try to evade back. Surprising, given their propensity for just trying to get a bit more aggressive lately in these last couple sets. Now let's see if it goes their way. There's that typical PPG combo we've been seeing so many times. Now Bugs tries to combat them with the reversal on that up bat. Rain Dog with that tether saves him, but not for too long. There comes the sandwich from way downtown once again.
Yeah, the sandwich coming in from Philly all the way down, but the fireball going down after Misty got
nice
the
down there.
Oasis did not know what to do in that situation. The fireball was coming down. He saw it, but Misty also covered that option.
That was just really smart play and a really smart tether once again across all of these sets. Gusta's been doing such a great job providing that safety button there for Misty to rely on. It's been so effective. Unfortunately, so far, the melee play has not been the same story. Knee of Justice there, gonna find the Rain Dog. Another good tether, though, saves him from the clutches of PPG.
Even stocks, all things considered, but even game, not so much. Blue team has a lot to do right. Oh my, never mind. Misty getting that kill with the sweep into down air. Really good stuff. Do not count these two out. They are really good at staying alive, especially Gusta. Oh my, really good tether coming in from Gusta. Really good reaction, although jab, up B, clearing through.
Oh, I'm not even... How did Bugsy stay alive during that time? Never mind, the question's been answered because they just got taken out right afterwards. But managing to even survive to the point where the Rain Dog was outski, that was really impressive, and managed to get a bit of extra credit on top. Now it's an even Steven situation here. We're looking for PPG. Rain Dogs joined the fight to add a bit more pressure. These fireballs will be pivotal. Shaggy staying healthy. PPG with only 50 a bit more. This is still no kill percentage quite just yet. It's gonna take a combo, maybe the Sarah to do it. They wait for the air dodge, and they finish the job.
It most definitely is kill percentage. PPG is very, very light. Oh my gosh. That was really good by Gusta.
Just good combos
right there. Yeah,
good
really
bait and punish play, too. Waiting for that
really
air dodge. I mean, they understood the patterns clearly. They are now getting inside of Eris's head rent-free. They found it on Airbnb. It said $0 for the month's stay. They're not paying cleaning fees. They're not paying taxes. They don't got to worry about a damn thing. And if they can just keep that up, you know that after a read like that, Eris has got to be looking like that in real life too. Arms crossed, fuming a little bit. And with Steven Universe back on the field, the trump cards out, all the chips are on the table. They got to avoid this sweep.
Oh yeah. Gusta and Misty proving that they could really get, well, 2 on the board over the power of Powerpuff Girls. The power of Powerpuff Girls isn't proving to do too much right now, even though they have such a kill factor in this scenario, especially with the jab down till Nair, dash attack, there it is right there. But unfortunately, Misty got the disruption, but didn't get much out of that Nair into Rocket. Really good conversion coming in from Eris, but not quite getting much out of it. Steven covering that option. Eris finding that dare at the very bottom of the blast zone. Misty's gonna try to find his way to get some early kills so that way Gusta can be a little bit alleviated. That Steven side shield is unfortunately being put down, so that kind of takes away a lot of options away from Misty moving through the field. So there goes the tunnel.
Already down here for the side of red. There's going to be the first answer back finally. Up at though, not going to be able to find that blubbery boy. Unsteven Universe going to be able to retreat back to safety. Nice nair there and surfs their way back through the platform to safety. There's the up bat to finally even things up, but some decent extra credit onto the Bugs. They don't seem to care. They're going in for seconds. They're going in for more damage onto this PPG. Finally breaks through that first shields. The watermelons now we got to contend with. Safe gonna whack him in the back of the head. That's just cruel. And a nice up bat there to take down PPG, making this a one-stock scenario.
Yep, although red team does have the damage on the board, right? Exactly, there's the dash attack. Oh my gosh, Gusta in a 50-50 situation, getting out of that situation. Really good by Gusta. Although Mistyc has done such a good job at splitting the Red Sea. Can he do it? Rocket comes out, gets interrupted. Rocket, up air. Where is it? Oh, Mistyc taking that dub ski for the boys. That is a Hashira sweep, if we like to call it right here, over, you know, other Hashira. So yeah, that was really, really good by Mistyc right there. Rocket up air. That's the tried and true Bugs classic. Write it down.
Musty, does this mean we're going back to the exact same first set we saw here today?
I think so.
Look at that, man.
Warm up.
Would you? I guess so, man. Hey, what's fancy seeing you here, isn't it? It's Melly and BrianYi versus Gusta and Mistyc. What a match made in history. That's beautiful to see. But before we even get to it, let's talk more about Eris and Moise's match. They played well. What do you think was the factor that just didn't allow them to find any ground or find any games?
Well, first of all, the Steven was put out as a trump card rather than the frontline force, as I believe that is his comfort pick, right? Not so much the Shaggy, but the Shaggy was an interesting pick to kind of help support from the back, whether it be from sandwiches or knees or nairs or whatever, to help the Powerpuff Girls, or well, Rowdy Rough Boys, do their thing. But Steven seems to just do that much, much more consistently, as we saw in the last games. They were in the last game right there. Really good situational awareness coming in from Moises on the Steven. However, Misty getting that nice little cheese kill at the end, which, you know, got the set. However, you know, the Steven was doing that much more better. See, if we had it since the beginning, there would be a lot more to play around or play with.
It would be a different timeline. We don't know what timeline we're looking at, but unfortunately, if you're Moises and Eris, it is certainly the dark one. But not for us, because we got more games coming at you in just a bit. So don't you dare go anywhere. More Frostiverse Duos number 15 Grand Finals coming at you right after this short break. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frostiverse Duos number 15 Grand Finals here. I'm Dilo, joined here by Costi. We got our almighty eye in the sky, Nick CS, watching it all. Costi, how we feeling getting into it?
We've gone full circle, it feels. We're feeling amazing. We see Gusta and Mistyc. For all you folks at home that are just tuning in, they were just really starting off really rough trying to get into it, but man, oh man, they've been having quite the losers run right here. They've made it all the way back up to the top in Grand Finals, ladies and gentlemen, facing their very first defeat in Melly and BrianYi. So they are staring at the eyes of defeat right now. How will they overcome this?
You know, it's like the shonen anime. You know, first arc, you get your ass kicked. You know, you kind of experience that setback. The main villain gets you. But, you know, they leave you alive because they think you're pathetic. And then you train, right? You're up on that mountain. You're there, the Cobra Kai dojo, and you come back stronger than ever. You got your own Ultra Instinct mode. You got your own rage. And now they're ready to put it into action. Look at that. BrianYi shaking in his boots. But we got Melly. And if they enter Melly mode, it might just be over. So, question is, who's going to get that edge? Who's going to start with momentum? Who's going to start the dust?
Yes, of course. Melly and Brian have been waiting for quite some time now. And of course, Mistyc, a lot of M's today. We got Mistyc and Gusta have been, they're hot and ready, man. They are ready. They have been training in the losers bracket. They are warmed up. Let's see if Melly and BrianYi are up to the task to deal with this, even though Mistyc and Gusta have to play within a reset if they just want to win this entire tournament right here.
I'm loving the safe play already. Batting it around that tunnel is so wily because you're just not quite sure of the angle. Then it might bounce, it might go through the tunnel. That's going to be a bit of a spot of bother, but so is this stage control. Look at that damage, ignoring that Acme Rock. You can't quite ignore the fireball. That's A-OK. Percentage still favoring red. Now separate into the ISO play, trying to find that up air. Not going to quite find the mark. That's okay. Bugs finishes the job.
Yes, sir. Bugs can most definitely finish a lot of the jobs with the up bat. Really good dodge coming in from Mistyc. He is locked. Oh, that was so close. IP connecting. Oh, not locked enough for the sandwich to go into the blast zone right there. Oh,
Brian going back in though with these rage side specials, and it's just so dangerous. The tether might pull him into a more dangerous situation. Spin to win into that up bat. Saves him from a tricky situation there, dealt by Melly. Good tether. Unfortunately, you need to tether yourself back to the stage too, because Wonder Woman's looking for you. Finds that up air, evens it back up 2-2.
Yeah, Gusta really getting overzealous, trying to return to center stage, but should have played ledge because Melly and Brian were ready to cover that option. But Mistyc taking some percentage right here, drawing a safe at the very top of the map, sending it over to Melly, trying to get BrianYi to do something up back towards the rocket.
Nice.
To the sky. SpaceX is gonna want to get that rocket.
We're blasting off again. Jesse and James looking to be in a bit of trouble, but so is the dog. Meowth 2 could be sent back. Don't take down this petty. They could be looking for a bit more damage there with the combo. Sandwich doesn't quite find the mark. Looking through that platform. Gets that side special, though, on a Shaggy. That could be precarious. Safe setup. What are they going to do with it? Nothing. Bugs ain't safe either.
Yeah, nice dare coming in from Melly. Nice nair into dash attack. Gusta sent off all the way to the edge of the map. Let's see if Mistyc could make some space so that way Gusta could get up. Gusta is forced to be on ledge. Nice tunnel play coming in from Gusta, although eating a sandwich. Nice DI from that sandwich. Gusta's gonna have to go in here, provide some support. Nice support with the fireball to send Brian away in a hit stun. Just enough time to not get jab confirmed, which gave just enough time for Mistyc to clear that game 1.
Dude, BrianYi and Melly are quickly finding out this is not the same Mistyc and Gusta they faced just hours ago. They have evolved, they have developed, they have adapted, and with that, they're ready to make them pay for their transgressions. It's now your turn to try to adapt and acclimate, and if they're not capable, if they're too stubborn and set in their ways, they could end up losing that prize pool.
Oh yeah, especially when Melly goes into Melly mode. He is looking for just one thing and one thing only. Dash, jab, and Sair, baby. Melly's gotta come up with some adaptation here, as well as BrianYi, because both of these players are very one-dimensional in their approaches as well as their defense. So they're gonna have to...
Nice rockets!
Oh my gosh, speaking of that.
That was just such brilliant play, man. The Rockets both, they get great target selection. They find Wonder Woman, the tankier target, the one that's normally harder to knock down. So if you're able to find that setup, instantly Limmer, it's going to be a bit easier to take down Shaggy. But Shaggy taking lives of their own. Nice little down spike there to take down the Bugs. Makes this even 1-1, but the pressure's still being applied here. You can see, once again, where Gusta's at their best is when they're not afraid to go in and get dirty. Using that tunnel there, setting up that tether, but now they're gonna go back in quickly. Can't leave Bugs alone for too long.
Really good up air coming in from Gusta, although won't get too much out of it because Melly is doing really good in the disruption role right now. But will Melly prove to have enough? Oh, nice up air, sweet spot, giving enough time for Brian to get rage. Rage isn't gonna matter when he doesn't have armor because of burnout.
They're now looking for Wonder Woman 2. They got her separated. Shaggy, go help your womans. Not gonna quite work. Instead, just tossing up sandwiches. Says, you hungry? Dude, we're hungry for the victories. You gotta make sure you get back in here. Build up an appetite quick. Power gem set up too. Looking for that buff real quick, but just too busy sliding around with the tunnels. He's got those electrified paws. No one wants to catch these hands at this point, but Bugs is looking to be a bit of trouble as well. Trying to get that tether off so they can try to see if they can find the save. Not working out just yet, but Bugs able by their own right to get back to center stage.
Yes, sir. Melly and BrianYi are having a really hard time closing out stocks. And just Gusta and Misty are just a force to be reckoned with. At 112, doesn't matter. Misty,
damage!
Last limb does not matter. He's gonna find his way in. He's gonna jab. He's gonna nair. Ooh, and take a kick to the face.
That happens sometimes. Take an uppercut to the chin too. Glass jaw. Even stock situation, but 100 on each of these heavyweights. Can they stay alive? That's a big fireball, but that's a big amount of percent stacked up here just by Wonder Woman alone. Shaggy's building up that rage. Watch for that side special. The kick could come at any moment. It comes and knocks the dog in the skull.
Oh, but Melly getting overzealous with the air dodge, dodging in at the wrong time, and getting caught in the clutches of Bugs Bunny's baseball bat of justice, putting him into the top last zone. Very good play. Mashing in Misty with the up bat. Oh my.
Dude, this is such a fantastic underdog story. They've slogged, right? They've clawed their way through the depths, through the gulag. They fought tooth and nail, and now they're proving exactly why they deserve to be on this grand stage. It's beautiful to behold, and you've got to make sure that you're here to play. You're not just at this stage because you got a silver spoon. Melly and Brian have got to prove they're here because they have the technical finesse necessary to take the game. But already, look at this stage pressure being built up by both sides. Reversals on reversals. Now they're up in the sky. Could be danger here for Bugs. That safe grips with a bit more assurance, but the knee of justice takes them down.
That knee of justice coming in hot. Brian having the rage. That rage kick connecting. Misty Misty C getting saved by that tether. But unfortunately for him, they have to deal with Wonder Woman armor as well as Wonder Woman defense and offense. But Misty C providing to be very good at finding his way in.
Nice side special.
Really great side special coming in from Gusta to secure that stock.
Oh, but unfortunately also one shown here from Shagster, and that's going to result in the up special as well to take down the life of the Rain Dog. And now it's looking to be all in favor of Brian Melly. Could be dangerous here for the Wonder Woman, but finding these airs, getting a bit more damage, gets the weakness applied. There's the up bat, and there's that second one they needed. Low percentages here, low health, still on the side of blue as safe drops down, but unfortunately knocked back up by that up tilt. Gonna be some damage drops here onto the Rage Mode Shaggy side special from both sides, but only one's gonna click. That's the one of the Rain Dog. Tether established. What's gonna be used for? Safety or aggression? Looking here for Wonder Woman, but now they're off stage, and now they're Dunsky.
They are indeed Dunsky for that game. Melly and BrianYi are starting to wake up. BrianYi entering his Yi Chi. mode. Getting his key together to channel his inner rage from these rage kicks, as well as Melly entering his own Melly mode to, of course, get these plays with the sword and shield play style, providing just enough space for Brian to play his own game as well.
I think Shaggy canonically was the avatar following Korra, so this does make sense. Get that chi, get that flow state, master the elements, of course, air, water, fire, earth, and sandwiches, and you might just be able to find that victory. Now the long tunnels are being set up here, which is an interesting change of play. Maybe just trying to separate these fights a bit more, but it's not quite working. In fact, Bug's now under pressure, and once they're knocked up in the sky, they have a hard time reaching back to the ground. 90 already built up with the quickness.
Melly and Brian definitely waking up because they have the pressure with Shaggy side B, dash attack. Not much you can do to get away from that pressure, but Misty C hiding in the top last zone, dropping that save, trying to make something happen. He's at 120. Gusta with a nice tether, but it's not going to be enough.
Sandwich! Not gonna get him just yet. In fact, that fireball eats another sandwich right up. Beautiful work. There's a tunnel all the way across the map. The side special not gonna finish off Rain Dog either. Fight separated, but they're just gonna leave Rain Dog alone, who takes the tunnel to re-enter the fight, only to watch their companion fall.
Misty did such a good job. What happened to Gusta on stage?
That is tragic, and now that advantage has been thrown away at this point. You managed to get that up bat on Wonder Woman, evens it up without taking too much extra credit. That's not too shabby. Rocket's a bit off the mark, though. That means the setup's not going to quite work out this way. Fireball drops down, interrupts Shaggy trying to get something started. Tunnel's a bit close this time, means that safe's going to be dangerous. Look at those bounces.
Melly
not going to find anyone, but it certainly is fancy, and now Rain Dog's in trouble.
Rain Dog's in trouble at 104. Misty being forced to kind of play backline when he has to be the one to also get that confirms for the gang with the Bugs Bunny up air. Nice mash and knee coming in from Brian. Didn't quite get the mash inside special. Pi just did the job. Nice. Up tilt, doesn't quite get the up air confirm. Misty's gonna set up some stuff. Gusta has to split the Earth's core if he wants to win this for the gang and get this reset.
Oh, good tether there to pull Bugs back to safety, but look at this. Shaggy is now looking for these side Bs once again, and that's going to mean danger if they build up that rage mode. Don't give them too much space, or you could find yourself in trouble. Up bat, though, and with Wonder Woman at 80, this could be it for the reset, but now rage mode's been established once again. Shoryuken is not going to find it, but the sidekick certainly will.
It is a Game 5 situation in Grand Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to see a reset on the side of Misty, Gusta, or will BrianYi and Melly reverse sweep into a tourney win? Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a set, whether you like to see one or not, but I assume when you're at home, you want to see one of these teams win. You want to see who will take the throne.
This is genuinely a shonen anime at this point. Now the villains unleash their final form after watching the shonen protagonists go through that training arc. It doesn't matter, they say. You've only seen a fraction of my real power. And we're seeing it be displayed here now. BrianYi and Melly charging up that form, and Wonder Woman using that shield to protect Shaggy as they go in on the offensive.
Melly and BrianYi getting a lot of damage on the board. Misty C, oh, gets the rocket up air for the early kill. Can they get it again right here? Tether has gone away, so that way we're gonna see a lot of going in on the side of the Rain Dog. They're gonna play a little bit passive up until Tether comes back into play, but Misty does not care. Will this mean that they get more offense?
Nice go. Oh, dangerous stuff there. Wasn't able to find the up bat, and now putting themselves in a risky position. Do you want to tether them back in? Because that could be curtains for them too. Rides the rocket back to safety. A great save, but unfortunately, your puppy dog wasn't left safe. Man's best friend, not quite for the bunny rabbit as they look for these up bats, trying to shark beneath those platforms as Melly tries to get themselves back to safety. Safes, bats, dogs, me oh my. Not going to be able to find that kill yet onto the Wonder Woman, and now the dogs feeling pressure themselves.
Really good dodge from Misty, but unfortunately gets caught into a mash attempt by Shaggy Nair into Shaggy Knee. Shaggy side special didn't quite find it, but Bat didn't find it either. Gusta is indeed turning up right now. But Misty is at the lower percentage, so he is forced into the backline yet again. Same exact scenario. Can they adapt? Can they adapt before Melly and BrianYi find their marks? They have the percentage lead. They have everything they need to get this game. But will they execute? There's one stock right there.
Oh no. Oh, this could very well be it. That power gen is being left alone. They got to finally burst it, or they could find themselves in a bit of trouble here. And now they're looking for one woman already at 92. But there comes the Shaggy kick flying out of Kingdom Come. Sends this to an even Stevens game, and Bug's in trouble. It's the reverse sweep. Go back to the shadows where you come from. Come back when you've trained some more. BrianYi and Melly take it.
Melly is the duo we call it right now in the Multiversus community, taking that dub ski with the Shaggy sidekick. Misty C was unfortunately forced out of that tunnel because he dug just too much. Melly and BrianYi are your Frostiversus duos, number 15, Championes.
Quite literally.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Digging your own grave there. That's what happens sometimes, you know? Take out the shovel, and you don't realize that you think you're digging it for your enemies. Instead, it's room for one, room for a bunny. But, brilliant job there to our friends Melly Yi. The Jersey Mike's is yours. Eat up that sub. I suggest the Great Kahuna, or Big Kahuna cheesesteak. Sans the onions. Onions, I think, is not necessary. But, you know, get the peppers, get the mushrooms, all the trimmings. You deserve it.
Yes, of course. Melly and BrianYi, enjoy your win, as well as Gusta and Misty for making that phenomenal losers run all the way up to grand finals. But unfortunately, Brian and Melly were indeed the victors for, again, the Frostiversus Duos number 15. Of course, closing out, ladies and gentlemen, we are sponsored by Trolley. So be sure to take a look at that, as well as our socials. Mine being Cost99 on Twitter, and of course, Mr. Dilo. What is your social school we're looking at?
_Dilo, Twitch, Twitter, whatever you so please. But thanks for having me here as well. It's been certainly a joy. Like you said, I've been Dilo. He's been Costu. We've had Nick, almighty eye in the sky, running them prods, running them cams. If you liked anything you saw here today, us yelling, the gameplay, please drop some thanks down below for our production. We cannot yell about games without them. A hearty congratulations once again to Melly Yi. Another congratulations as well to our friends Misty and Gusta for their really great efforts. But with that, guys, good games, good night.